So tell me, what do you think of Wolf Greig?
I think it looks pretty fantastic. But the question is what's a whiskey going to taste like?
What's it going to taste like? It's going to taste fantastic, but we must give it time. But let me show you one or two things first, because I want you to get an understanding of what Scotch whisky is all about. So let's look at the first whisky I've set out for you. This is a grain whisky.
Okay.
And we're going to use a very special glass. This is called a Copa Capita glass, shaped like a tulip, but perfect for assessing whisky. So what we do is we put it in this lovely glass.
Yeah.
Well, we swirl it around, but we must make sure it's right. So that's why we throw away the whiskey. It makes sure that it's perfectly clean and it's up to what we're looking for. Then we swirl it around, bring it up and say, hello. Now don't be shy, Greig. I want you to bring it up, touch the glass to make sure that your nose is right in that glass, and then go back to and say, how are you? And then you go back and say, quite well, thank you very much. So immediately you see this grain whiskey is soft, elegant. It's got that sort of lovely hint of vanilla and honey and a little bit of spice, but it's light in body. It's not got that weight. But when you go on to the next sample coming from the Highland region, you are going to see weight, because this is a Highland whiskey, 100% barley, and matured for 12 long years.
And this one looks a fair bit darker, Richard.
It is darker.
Why is that?
Because it's darker, because it's been in wood that little bit longer, and we've put it in American white oak, and then we've transferred it into sherry casks from Jerez de la Frontera. So we've got these lovely heavy raisin notes, that real vanilla coming through. The muscle, the structure is definitely there.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. Look at the softness. Look at that roundness, that mellowness towards the end. You can just detect it, but that muscle's there.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for, Wolf Greig.
Okay.
So when you go to the next one, this is a Speyside malt. Very important area.
Yeah.
And of course, lots of distilleries there, but this has got great charm. Almost a floral note coming through. That floral, that barley note, that hint of spice coming towards the end, but real honey. Really charming, really elegant.
Yeah, it almost smells sweet.
It is sweet, yes, because again, like the Highland, it's been given that extra body. Now, when you go to the last sample, I want you to take your time.
Okay.
Because this is a little bit different. When you swirl it around, bring it up and say, hello.
Oh.
Wow.
That one smells strong.
Impact. This has got peat notes, it's got tar, it's got sort of, wind and rain in your face, but that char note coming through towards the end, but that smokiness. Not to everybody's liking, but to many, very, very popular indeed. But really what we want to concentrate for Wolf Greig is that Highland and the Speyside.
Yeah, I like the look of that Highland one actually.
Well, this Highland one has got that great charm, and you must have charm in whiskey. We don't want these aggressive notes to come through, but as I said before, we need to give it time. Now, when it comes to tasting, I also want you to give it time.
Okay.
I don't want you to knock it back. What I want you to do is to really look and investigate on these flavors. And how do you do that? You put it in the top of the tongue, then underneath the tongue, and then back in the middle. The longer you keep it, the more you're going to extract the flavors. So as we say in Scotland, a big slangiva.
Slangiva.
Here we go. Let it go down. Wait for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello there.
It's amazing the
All
difference
these
between
flavors come through
underneath the tongue and to on top of the tongue.
because you're giving it time.
Yeah.
If you're going to make a great food, you don't just swallow it. You chew it and extract the flavors. Same with this, and this is what we're aiming for Wolf Greig. But we've got to give it time.
And how much time would you look to give it, Richard?
We're going to give it 8, 10, 12 years before we're finally going to release it. We've got to give it that. And it's dependent on the wood, not just American white oak, but maybe sherry, maybe port pipes, maybe wine casks. But at the end of the day, the spirit is going to be the full Wolf Greig spirit. Slangiva.
Slangiva.